Welcome to another video, Walk on the Wild Side, and I am not in Blackpool in this video. I am down the road here in St Anne's. I'm swanking it up in St Anne's in this video. It's been a little while since I've been here actually, although I did stay at a hotel just along this front here not too long ago, but I didn't really show much of the town in that video. I just mainly showed the hotel, so I thought I'd nip back again and we'll check out what's going on here in St Anne's. Like I say, it's a little bit posh here. It's rather posh compared to Blackpool. No riffraff here, or is there? Do they have beer monsters here in St Anne's, or I don't know. Well, we might find out actually, so let's go and check it out. So I'm just here on the Promenade. This is North Promenade. It's a little bit more residential than the other part, but we'll get to that in a bit. We've got some flats here. That block of flats on the corner is called Royal Beach Court. Yes, Royal. It's got the royal seal of approval. So where do you live then? One lives in Royal Beach Court, yes. We drink Pimm's on the balcony at sunset. I'm just looking at the wall there. That's a fancy wall, isn't it? With the pebbles and everything. What do you reckon? It is rather fancy. And I think one thing you notice about this promenade compared to Blackpool's is that there aren't really any derelict looking properties that I know of anyway. But just look at these houses here, aren't they grand? Lytham St Anne's. To give it its full title, that takes in where we are now: St Anne's, Fairhaven, Ansdell and Lytham, of course. And the further south you go towards Lytham, the swankier it gets. So I'm going to head down this way. We'll take a look at some of the hotels down this way. We'll go past the pier, we'll have a look at that, and then we'll head into the square and we'll see what's going on there. Just to this side is the dunes, although the dunes do come to an end at the pier. So just behind me is the Glendower Hotel where I stayed at in the winter. I'll put a link to that video in the description if you're interested in seeing it. Nice hotel actually. Used to be a girls' school this, yeah? Used to be a girls' school. Oh, they fancy though, these houses. Look like a sandstone. All sandstone these at the front, and they've got this fancy wall. Just turn around, look at the wall there, look. The pebbles and the very fancy coping stones as well. We're getting a little bit closer to the pier. We'll go and check it out. So I've just come up to this car park, and they were doing work on this when I was staying at the hotel back in January, and they're still here 2 months later. So this is one of the big car parks for the beach. We've got some toilets. Let's have a little look at the beach, shall we? The beach here in St Anne's is absolutely vast because we're on the estuary, you see. The Ribble Estuary. So let's have a little look, shall we? North Promenade Car Park. Oh, look at this. Yeah, they have kite flying, sand yachting, lots of activities. Oh, look at this, isn't it amazing? Got the old jetty out there. And the pier, unfortunately, quite a lot of the pier is closed off, I believe. You can't actually walk to the end of the pier, but that's a little look at the beach and the sand dunes. Head back to the promenade. Well, I'm not too sure what's going on here, but it's pretty major work. There's a load of paving slabs there. Yeah, been going on for ages. Tell you what we'll do, we'll go and check on the prices of the car park, shall we? Just over here, let's turn around. I mentioned that in the previous video, that block of flats over there is called the Majestic, named after the hotel that used to be on the site. Filed Council, that's who look after all this area. To give the prices here. Ah, there you go. There are the prices. Doesn't seem too bad actually, does it really? You know, for St Anne's. Up to an hour, £1.30. So we'll carry on. So we're almost up to the main road here, St Anne's Road, which goes through the square, but we'll just have a little look in here. Just in here we've got a statue of Les Dawson in the Peace and Happiness Garden. Obviously Les Dawson used to live around here. He actually lived in Ansdell. I used to work at a house just down the road from Les Dawson. Well, it's called Islay Road, yeah, very, very exclusive. Very exclusive area. Just in between here and Lytham. There's the pier. I showed a bit of that on the last video. Got a nice front to it. Looks like it could do with a bit of TLC though. Some of the signs are falling off. But we're now, oh look at this here, it's manic. This is looking down the main drag, St Anne's Road West, through the town centre. We'll get into there in a little while, but I just want to show you along the promenade first. That's the council there, the town hall, Filed Council. So like I say, it takes in St Anne's, Fairhaven, Ansdell and Lytham. That's where all of the decisions are made in there. Oh, I'll tell you what, the views from here are amazing. I just want to have a quick look over here and see what we can see from this part of the promenade. So I'll just give you a view of the other side of the pier. You know, you get a cracking view of North Wales from here. You can just about see the coast of North Wales. Looks absolutely amazing. I can see the mountains so clearly. Just over this way, over there is Southport. It is looking so clear today. You know, one of the things about St Anne's compared to Blackpool, and quite a lot of other places as well, they actually have gardens, like proper gardens on the promenade. Yeah, quite extensive actually. Whereas in Blackpool, it's mainly just, I know we have those lawns, don't we? You know, those big lawns and the headlands, but we don't really have any significant garden areas, do we? Like this here, look at this here, look. You can imagine this in the summer, can't you? When there's loads of people. We've got the protection there of the hedges from the sea. So we're now up to the bit where we've got all the main hotels here. Got the St Ives there. Next to that we've got the Inn on the Pron. Got a boat in there, look. A bit further down we've got the Dalmeny, some quite big hotels here. But look at this here, look. Isn't it awesome? Yeah, you can imagine coming here in summer when it's all planted up, when all the bedding plants are out. It's too early for bedding plants yet, isn't it? Got a fountain there, look. I remember coming here once and seeing that absolutely frozen in the middle of winter. So I'm just making my way to the island now, here at St Anne's, which is quite a popular visitor attraction. It's got an arcade, swimming pool. So we'll go and check that out, shall we? Yeah, isn't it fancy? And look, the council have been busy chopping all the bushes. Yeah, look at that there. They've got some quite hardy plants along here to stand up to the winds and everything. Privets and euonymus. Look at these here, ribes. Flowering currant. Is that focus? Come on, get focused. Look at that there. Flowering currant. Oh, I can smell that. It smells awesome. Anyway, just here, yeah, we've got the island. So we've got a bit of a boating lake over there, a chip shop or a cafe. Here we've got the swimming pool. And just over there we've got the cinema. Yeah. Check it out. And just here we've got a cafe that's inside a train carriage. Look at this. Toby Carver as well, the other side. There you go. Look at that. Fish and chips, £7.45. Sounds quite cheap, doesn't it? I bet you don't get much for that though, do you really? I might have to try it out sometime, what do you reckon? But yeah, it's a train carriage, isn't it? What you have to imagine is that if you come here in the summer or just in the season, it'll be a lot busier along here. There's the Toby Carvery. There's the arcade, it's the surf side. Round the back there they've got the RNLI. I'm going to head this way now. We'll head up here. I don't think I've been up these steps before. I've not been up here before, but we're actually looking down onto is it a paddling? I thought that was a paddling pool. You know, I don't think I've ever seen that before, you know. I don't think I've ever seen it. But just up there, just over there somewhere, we've got a bit of a pitch and putt course. And in the distance over there, you might be able to see the St Anne's beach huts. In the distance, the St Anne's beach huts. So if you're interested in checking out a beach hut, try the St Anne's beach huts. Very, very popular. So if you're watching this video at a later date, I'm just giving you some idea of what time of year it is with the daffodils out here. Just across the road there we've got Mode, St Anne's, the place to stay. De Vere Gardens. But it's not cheap for a flat in there, is it? We'll head back down onto the pavement now, I think. So I'll carry on walking down here and I'll walk up to the Grand Hotel, which is probably the swankiest hotel in St Anne's, a very, very fancy hotel. And then I'll turn down there and we'll head into the town centre, I think. I think that's a new hotel, or fairly new. Didn't that used to be the Lindum? The Lindum Hotel just over there. I think it did. It's now called the Offshore. What do you reckon? Got another quite big expanse of green here. Look at this. Oh, just over there's the Grand Hotel. We'll have a little look at that and then we'll go into the town centre. Well, they've got the crazy golf going, or the pitch and putt. Here's the view from the beach huts. Look at that there. What a view. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. Staying in the beach huts. But look at that over there, the Grand Hotel. Isn't it swanky? You know, when the Red Arrows come to Blackpool, this is where they stay. They stay at the Grand Hotel. They also have Hollywood movie stars. Samuel L. Jackson stayed here, yeah, when he was filming, what film was it? The Tim Burton film, was it? There you go. Isn't it swanky? And this road here is called King's Road. So we'll head down here, past the Grand Hotel. I remember when they had the new extension put on there. It's quite a while ago now. But there you go. We're going to head down here now to the main road, which is Clifton Road. And then I think I'll probably take a left and we'll head into the town centre and see what's going on there. You know, there's one thing you notice about St Anne's, and that is that everything seems bigger around here. The houses are bigger, the roads are wider, nobody seems to be living on top of each other. There's a block of flats there called Poplar Court. I used to work there. I used to work on the gardens there years ago. Yeah, there just seems to be so much space. If you look on a map, funny enough, on Google Map, look down on Blackpool, central Blackpool more than anything, and just look how concentrated all the houses are. I'm just going past the library. We'll have a little look at this library, I think. St Anne's Library, Carnegie. Free library, yeah. Have they got a blue plaque? Oh yeah, there is a blue plaque around here, look. Carnegie Library, 1906. There you go. Could do with cutting the grass though. It's getting ready for a cut, that. Now this is the main road now between Blackpool, goes all the way to Lytham, Clifton Drive. Got some big houses along here. Yeah, so if you head that way, it takes you, well, it's a pretty long straight road as well. It takes you all the way down to Lytham and you'll go past the old Queen Mary School, which has been turned into flats. And there's also got the, what's it called now? AKS, the old King Edward School, which merged with Arnold School in Blackpool to become Arnold King Edward. Just look at these houses here. I think some of them might, is that a home? No, that's a care home. Yeah, there's a few care homes as well here, you know. Quite a lot of care homes. So I'm heading back now towards the centre. We'll see what's going on. Listen to the robin and the willow. Robin's one of the few birds that sing all year round. St Anne's College Grammar School. Just look at it there. Look. Actually, saying that, there's a property next door to that which looks like it needs a bit of TLC, but you don't get too many properties around here that look rough. Hornby Road. How's it compared to Hornby Road in Blackpool? St Anne's District Club, founded 1897. Joseph Holt Brewery. Town centre. Yeah, there's the odd property that, I mean, there's nothing that looks really bad. That's the thing, you see, compared to Blackpool. You do have quite a few hotels and that which just look, they've been abandoned for so long, but you don't really get that. You don't really get it here in St Anne's. This road is pretty busy. Just here we've got a church. It's the Drive Methodist Church. Let's have a little look. Oh, we had a look after the gardens here. The Clifton Park Hotel. The Strathmore. The Bedford. These are proper swanky looking hotels here, aren't they? In St Anne's. We're pretty much just opposite the old post office here, which is still in use. I can't believe the post office are still using 15-year-old vans. Look at that there, it's a 10. The old Corsa there, look. St Anne's, Lytham St Anne's delivery office, still going. Not like the one in Blackpool, the main post office there, it closed in 2008. And it's only just been recently sold to be turned into a hotel. That's what they say they're going to do anyway. Just over the road there's a block of flats called Hardacre Court, named after a guy called Alan Hardacre. And he was the chairman of the Football League, because that's where the headquarters were. The headquarters were right here. The headquarters of the Football League were in here before they built these flats. There you go. Hardacre Court. Well, they're doing some building over there. Probably building some posh flats, aren't they? There's a sign, it says the residence phase 1 sold. So they've already sold some of them. The residence is a development of 23 luxury apartments with their own allocated car parking space in a secure gated community. Now then. Public offices over there, 1900. Oh. Well, got a bit of work going on here. We're now at the shops, and this is the M&S food hall just up here. This car park, my goodness, there's a lot of road rage goes on here. I'm telling you, people trying to get into this car park here. It's just not big enough for all the shops. We've got a Costa up there. Some people parking here to go to. Yo, how you doing? You all right? You do get a bit of road rage here. I'm going to head down this road here. It's called Wood Street. So they've actually got temporary traffic lights on at the moment, so there'll be even more road rage going on around here. It's quite funny when you hear posh people in the cars kicking off. Oh, we've got seagulls. They've got seagulls here in St Anne's. Run, 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 run. Just noticed there's an estate agent here. I'm just going to have a little bit of a nosy. Let's have a look at the first property we look at. That's the first one there, 285,000, South Park, Lytham. That's actually, it's near the golf course for Haven. 285,000, that's not too bad really, is it? I don't think that is too bad. There's another one up there for 700 grand. That's on the main road that we've just been on. What do you reckon? Do you need a lottery win? So we've got quite a few eating places down here, restaurants, quite swanky restaurants. Just down there they've got the job centre, that's the job centre down that way. Orchard Road. I wonder if there used to be an orchard there in the olden days, what do you reckon? Just over there we've got the Wetherspoons, tucked out of the way round the back street. Look at that there, Bistro St Anne's, isn't it posh, look, isn't it swanky? Oh, Turkish barbers. Oh, they can't escape the Turkish barbers here in St Anne's. And it looks pretty empty. So we're heading towards the main road here in St Anne's. So just coming up on the square now, and tell you what, there's a lot of work going on. I'm just coming out here by this old, look at that, look at the banks. Aren't they amazing? There's loads of work going on. Check it out, we've got this here, this sign. St Anne's High Street Improvement. So this is what they're up to. Yeah, so it's a little bit difficult to film much here. Let's have a little look through here, shall we? They're doing something in there. It's like a car parking area. So yeah, work in progress here. Hopefully they'll have it all done by the summer. We'll have to wait and see, but they've got quite extensive gardens here as well, as you can see. Cordylines, bedding plants. Let's have a little look at these buildings. Got another, loads of banks. You always get the banks on the corner, don't you? Look at that there. I wonder what bank it used to be. This one here is a Betfred on the ground floor. So you used to go in there to save your money, and now you go in there to throw your money away. Some nice shop fronts. So this is the main drag in St Anne's Square. Let me know what you think. I want to show you something just over here. There's an old clothing store there, or I think it was clothing store, wasn't it? J.R. Taylor on the corner here. It's been turned into a shut down years ago, and I think they're turning it into a hotel. The old J.R. Taylor store there. This work's been going on for quite a while. I thought they might be turning it into flats, but someone told me no, it's going to be a hotel. What do you reckon? So we'll just give you a little bit of a pan round. We've got a WH Smith's over there. We don't have one of them in Blackpool, and yet they've got one here in St Anne's. But there's a lot of work going on around here. I'll head up to the end, just up here. So I just walked past a Boots before down there, and I think that was an optician's, but we've got another one now, look. Boots Pharmacy. And just look at that building there, look at it. I wonder what that, or is it a stupid question? It's probably a bank, wasn't it? Look at it. It's probably as old as Boots itself, 1849. So we're just coming up to the bridge. There's a bridge over there which goes over the railway line. There's a road over that way, it's called Park Road. That leads up to where I was before, Wood Street. Just here we've got a Starbucks. Travel agent. Just up here we've got the Green King pub. It's called the Townhouse. And we're pretty much at the end of St Anne's Square. There you go. Yeah, so that was a little look around St Anne's. I just want to show you the station, because the train track here goes to Blackpool, and it also goes to, I think it goes beyond Preston actually. Yeah, it's a branch line, so we'll go and take a little look at that before I finish. St Anne's on the Sea. The South Fylde line. Got the superstore here, the Sainsbury's. And oh, by the way, I think this was the police station, was it? This building here was the old police station. Let's take a look over here. All the daffodils are out, look. Oh, sorry, no, I was wrong. The police station, that's the pub that. I was pointing at the pub there. The police station is just up, see that building there? That used to be St Anne's police station. Let's have a quick look at that. So there's the entrance to Sainsbury's, and just over the road was St Anne's police station, 1899. Yep. This road here is called St George's Road. It leads down towards Ashton Gardens, the main park in St Anne's. We've also got quite a large auction house down there called Gerard's. I think I've showed it on a previous video. Oh, look, a vape shop. You can't escape the vape shops in St Anne's either. Is anyone from Blackpool Council watching? Because I'm just wondering if we've got any daffodils anywhere near North Station. They've got quite a few here in St Anne's, look. We've got a nice little station house there, haven't you? Look at that. The South Field Line. Visit St Anne's, Lancashire. Fly your kite. That building there is in Ashton Gardens. We didn't get to see Ashton Gardens, but we'll see it on another video. But this is the platform. That way to Blackpool. And this way to Preston and beyond. So there you go, that was a little look at St Anne's. It's a big place actually, it is a pretty big place, so I didn't get around all of it, but I'll definitely be coming back. I'll come back in the summer when there's a bit more life around. I did do a series on St Anne's a few years ago. I did like a 3-part series, so you might want to check that out. I'll put a link to the playlist in the description, if I can find it, that is. I'm just coming up the steps from the station onto the Crescent, as it's called here. The bridge that goes over. There's a road there called St Andrew's Road. More shops and stuff down there. So there you go, that was St Anne's. I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.